This is D10 day 1 and we're introducing the ch sound. So all of these words end with ch. We've got ch, pinch, ch, bench, ch, punch, ch, bunch, ch, lunch, ch, munch, ch, ranch, ch, stench, ch, branch, ch, crunch. Okay, so let's have a look at what these words mean. We've got this picture showing pinch, and when you push your thumb and your forefinger together, you're pinching them together. You can use that to pick up something. Pinch can also mean to steal something, to take something from someone without asking them. A bench is like a long seat that you can sit on, perhaps at the park or somewhere. A punch generally means a fisted hit at someone, and some people might have a punch drink where you put some juice and some lemonade together and it makes it a sparkly orange juice or something. Bunch is a bunch of flowers, bananas, grapes, anything that comes in a group is a bunch. Lunch is a meal that you have in the middle of the day. Munch, this worm is munching on a leaf. It's eating something where you munch away. You might munch on an apple. Ranch is like a farm that they have in America, a big farm that they may have. Stench is a bad smell. A branch is a part of a tree. And crunch is when you eat something and it's making a crunchy sound, or when you walk on some gravel or some stones and you can hear them crunching under your feet. So crunch is like a sound that you might hear. Okay, let's read those words, sound them, spell them, cover them and write them. So we're going to go pinch, 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 cover it and write it 3 times. See if you can get your letters on the line. Off you go. You can do the rest of those on your own. Okay, this is D10, day 2, and we're doing ch in these words. So I've got pinch, bench, punch, bunch, lunch, munch, ranch, stench, branch, crunch. So you can hear that the vowel before the ch is always a short sound. Etc. So you can do the read it, sound it, spell it on your own. At the top, don't forget to cover the words before you write them. Down here, you just have to write the word to match the picture. So we've got punch, bunch, lunch, pinch, bench. This part, you have to fill in the gaps. And you've got to use these words to fill in these gaps. Gran will something me on my cheek. Grannies love to pinch children on their cheek. So it would be Gran will pinch me on my cheek. I like to eat my... He will something the boxing bag. We like to sit and in class. Fill in the gaps and link to the picture clue. The something is bad. I will something on an apple. We will go to the something. They sat on a something. She gave me a of grapes. I saw a something on a tree. So the pictures might help you work out what the correct word is, and you have to write the correct word in the missing space. So the stench is bad, so you'd have to draw a line, of course, to the picture of the smelly sock. You can do the rest of those on your own. Have fun. This is D10, day 3, and we're revising ch at the end of a word. So we've got pinch, bench, punch, bunch, lunch, munch, ranch, stench, branch, crunch. We want you to try and read them, sound them, spell them and write them without looking at it when you write, so cover the word over as you write it. You can do all of that on your own. Down here you have to finish the verb, so we've got list word, pinch, punch, munch, crunch. Here you're adding es to the end of it, so it will be pinches, punches, munches, crunches. Here we're adding ing to all of them, so we've got pinching, punching, munching, crunching. Here we're adding ed to the end, and this is a bit tricky because it sounds like it's a T at the end, but we know not to write a T, we know we're writing ed for the t sound here. So we've got pinched, punched, munched, crunched, but we're adding ed for the t sound because it's past tense of these verbs. The plurals here are for these nouns. We've got, we're going to be adding es to the end of them. So if you hear is at the end of a word, you know to write es. If you hear s at the end of a word, just write s. So if we have one lunch, we just say lunch. But if we talk about lots of them, we say lunches. If there's only one bunch of flowers, we say bunch, but if there's many, we would say many bunches of flowers. So you can hear that is sound at the end, and we know to write es. One bench, lots of benches. One ranch, 2 ranches. Alphabetical order, so you have to say the alphabet, and if one of these words starts with the letter of the alphabet that you're saying, then you have to write it down in that order. So A, there's no word starting with A. B, there's branch, so you would write that one. And once you've written it, then cross it out so you know you don't have to worry about that one anymore. So let's go through the alphabet again. A, B, C. Yes, we've got crunch starting with C, so we'd write that next. You can continue on saying the alphabet and writing the words in their alphabetical order. Down the bottom here it says circle the correct word. That's all you have to do. Which word says pinch? It's this one. You can circle which one says munch, which one says bunch, which one says lunch, which one says branch, and which one says stench. Have fun. D10, day 4, we're talking about prepositions and pronouns. So the first part is the prepositions and the bottom part is the pronouns. A preposition has the word position hidden inside it, and that tells you it's the word in the sentence that tells us the position of something. So that's a little hint for you. So it's anywhere something can go. So here we've got some little ants going to different places. So the first one is the ant is something the sock. Now the choices we have for where anywhere an ant can go could be into, in, on, off, near, next to, under, by. So if we look at this little ant here, it is on the sock. So we'd have to write the word on there, and then we can cross off the word on. Let's see if we can read the rest of them. The ant is something the cup. It's got 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which word here has 5 letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It must be under the cup. This is an ant, something, a chick. I think it is near a chick. It's got 4 letters there. Will that fit in? Yes, it will. So you might have to look at how many letters or how many words have to fill into the space to help you here, and cross off each one as you do them. This one is the ant fell something the rock. This ant is something the crab. The ant went something the hole. There are lots of ants, something the bin. And when you finish, go back and see if you can draw a line from the sentence to the picture. There won't be pictures for all of them, there's only pictures for 3 of the sentences. Down here we have to write the correct pronouns under each group. So a pronoun takes the place of a noun. So rather than saying Tom did this, Tom did that, Tom did whatever, we can replace it, once we've used his name, we can replace it with some other words, some pronouns. So if you're talking about one person, the words you might use to replace talking about one person might be the words you, the pronoun you. We could have the pronoun, so there's going to be 3 of each one for you. I, and we could have me. I suggest you use colours and highlight the pronouns before you start, so it makes it easier to write them in at the end. So if we're talking about one person and it's a boy, then we need to look for the words that indicate that it is a boy and it's only one person. We've got he and him. So we'd have to write he and him on those lines. The next one is one thing that is one animal or a thing. So if we're talking about an animal or a thing, we will probably say it or, where's another one? Oh, we've only got one. Okay, one person, a girl. So which words will be used to replace a girl's name in a story or a sentence? We could have her, we could have she, and there's only 2 of them, there's only 2 lines. Now people, when we're talking about lots of people, we should be able to find 4 words that we could use, 4 pronouns that we could use instead of a specific name. We could say we, them, us, or they. Then all you have to do at the end is to write all of those words to match the colours. So all the green words would go under one person. You, I, and me would go here. All the blue words would go under this one person or boy. So the pronouns that we would use for one person that's a boy would go here. The pronouns that we would use for one animal or thing would go here. The pronouns that we would use for one person or a girl would go here. And the people, we've got 4 words that we have to write in there for the pronouns we could use to indicate we're talking about a group of people.